Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the press, I have just seen a post by Mr. Jose Dogbe, popularly known as Stan Dogbe. He is an aide to His Excellency President Mahama. This is what he says: that Afenyo Markin boy better advise himself and stop disrespect towards His Excellency Mahama. Again, they have started with their threats. And I want to urge Mr. Stan Dogbe that if he is coming to government to threaten people, then I'm not one of those to be threatened. I have not sat anywhere, stood anywhere, or said anything to disrespect President Mahama. In fact, I am only calling on His Excellency President Mahama and the leadership of the NDC to call their supporters to order to stop the violence. We need due process in concluding all the outstanding matters in this election. We need to have a peaceful coalition. As a leader of my party, I don't have the right to call on the leadership of his party, and for that matter, the incoming government, to call all those rampaging youths to order. Then I'm afraid. I want to tell my respected friend, he is my junior brother, but I will not say anything disrespectful to him. He should be tolerant. What we are doing, ensure that due process. I have not stood anywhere to disrespect the president. Would not benefit from insulting anybody, including him. But what is happening is unfortunate and unacceptable, very regrettable. And I'm only saying that we need to follow due process. We don't need to attack each other with machetes. Going to polling stations to attack parliamentary candidates with machetes and guns and threatening EC officials is unacceptable. And that is the point I'm making in my capacity as a leader of my party in parliament. And that point I will reiterate. It does not mean disrespecting his party leader. By the way, my name is not Afenyo Markin. It has no S. It is Afenyo Markin. And I expect my friend to do the right thing. We are here at the Collation Center. We are done with 2. We have another 2 to do. And then we also have Annor North, Annor Southeast. We also have Ablekumo North outstanding. We have Tema Central outstanding. We have Obuasi East. All these constituencies have been programmed for collation in the coming days. All that we are saying as MPP is that we should follow due process. Dr. Bawumia lost the elections. He did not wait for official announcement by the EC. Subsequently, President Akufo-Addo has also congratulated President Mahama. Transition processes have been triggered in accordance with law, and we have provided outside of the transition team. They have also provided that side of the transition team. So transitional arrangements are ongoing. That is democracy. All we are saying as MPP, our friends, the victors, should allow the remaining parliamentary seats to be properly collated. They should stop the violence. And we are agencies to continue to protect all of us. I feel threatened by what Stan Dogbe has done. He's either trying to cow me or to incite the vigilantes of NDC to start chasing me. I will not run away. If they think they have gotten power to come and kill, I will be the first to be killed. I don't mind. But I want him to know that I'm not a coward. I will not insult. I will follow due process. And I am calling for due process. I'm calling on the rule of law to be respected. And that's all about it. Thank you very much.
I understand some issue happening in your constituency. Can you please highlight that?
I am unaware of any issue happening. They tried again to incite their followers and they are rampaging youth to attack people in Winneba. We had a peaceful elections. The election results were declared. EC gave all of us, but that person is in Winneba and they know. You see, it's part of their plan. They targeted me. It didn't work. They still want to start the agenda. It won't work. I am a peace-loving Ghanaian. I am a Democrat. I have been part of these elections. I have won. Winneba, they are the ones who have been attacking us in Winneba, and we have made sure that in all situations we reported to the police. So it is part of their grand scheme. For him to say that I am disrespecting the president-elect, you better ask him, what exactly have I said? Apart from calling on His Excellency the president-elect to call his men to order. That is the right call.
What do you say when you say that you are still in power? You have the security. You are still in charge of the security. Why don't you take charge?
Dogbe, it's too early in the day to start attacking people, because I express a view that the violence must stop. Today we are having a peaceful atmosphere, and that is all I call for. It is not fair. What exactly, you should quote exactly the words I use that amount to disrespect. It's not fair.
Some are saying you are still in charge.
I'm saying that is why today the police is protecting all of us. I think this is a happy moment for all of us, because at least we are following due process and agents are here. All right? They argue, they agree to disagree. That's the beauty of democracy. It is not a situation where somebody has a machete or a gun. That one is not acceptable. And I'm saying that we should all follow due process. Whoever wins, it's okay. If you lose, you've lost. But this situation where people deliberately incite people against others so that people get attacked or they cow you, it will not happen. They should stop it.
Thank you.
Annor Afenyo Markin is going through at this moment. We all know that their party have been heavily embarrassed in this election. They have lost miserably. He has lost what he considered to be a majority in parliament. And so he will be worried, he will be distressed. But this empty vituperations is not the way forward. This noise, these press conferences is not the way forward. Essentially, when the things he's talking about are so empty and misdirected.
But he sees them as a threat to us.
Now, Afenyo Markin yesterday held a press conference and invariably accused the NDC of distracting the polls and creating chaos all over, which is palpably false. We all know how the NPP operates and how we decry the involvement of the military in this election. The NPP insisted in using military in this election. Most of the chaos that have been caused in this election at collation centers, at polling station centers, were caused by military and policemen who invariably were working for the NPP. For example, in Insawam, Madam Zita Benson was there. Madam Zita Benson was at the station when the military invaded the collation center. Shot people, one person died. The parliamentary candidate of the MP, who is the sitting MP, actually shot somebody himself. He is still working free. We had demanded the arrest of the MP. Nobody is saying anything. There are so many police officers here. It has been captured on video. He's shooting that gentleman. He's still sitting here. Nobody has said anything. What has necessitated most of the young people of this country rising to protect our democracy is that the security agencies are in cahoots with the NPP and they have failed to act when there is a need to act. At the various police stations where the police service are supposed to act, they don't act. Where the military are not supposed to be, they are. The military are heavily weaponized. You saw what happened in Obuasi East when the military carried guns into the police station. When we had agreed at the National Election Security Task Force that no gun, zero tolerance for guns at the police station. But we saw military carrying heavily loaded arms at the police station to the extent that a citizen had to rise and confront them and fight them and try to seize the guns. And so we have seen violence, state-sponsored violence perpetrated by the government and Afenyo Markin and his people in this election. Afenyo Markin's constituency is the worst culprit. As we speak, the vice chairman of the NDC has gone missing from Saturday. We have been looking for him and we can't find him. In fact, before he got missing, he had been beaten mercilessly. We have seen the photos and the videos of the gentleman. Such a nice gentleman, yes, it's available on social media. He has been beaten mercilessly with swollen faces, cardinal's wounds, and now he's missing. Nobody knows where this person is. The police are quiet. Ghana Police Service has not issued any statement on this matter. Afenyo Markin is working here scot-free and is making noise, creating distraction at these collation centers. And so if somebody speaks and calls out Afenyo Markin for his disrespect, his disregard, and his empty vituperation, it is rightly so. And it is important that he knows that this country is not for him. The days where they will do anything and speak anyhow and misconduct themselves anyhow has ended. And he must know his place now, because the people of Ghana say enough is enough. And that is why they have been rejected. And so if they have been rejected, if they are minority, their so-called majority, which ended up minority, has been reduced to a miniature minority, they should hear their wounds, regroup, and look at the way forward in future. They should stop this unnecessary distractions. Why? Afenyo Markin yesterday is claiming that there are people who are declaring results who are not returning officers. They are hiring people to declare results. Right here this morning, Afenyo Markin had gone to bring some gentleman. We don't know where he's coming from. Whether it's not Deputy Arrow. They don't have anything like Deputy Arrow in the Constitution. There's only returning officer and collation officer who assist the returning officer. They have gone to bring the collation officer to come and redeclare election results that have been declared in Fatiakwano by the returning officer. I saw them here, they and the returning of the collation officer alone, to redeclare the results. This kind of recklessness must be avoided. This must be rejected. In Akwatia, the MPP came here together with the returning officer. They stood by them, they collected the results by themselves, and they claim they have declared. This is the kind of illegality that is being perpetrated by Afenyo Markin.
But the reports that some NDC people public institutions
are neither here nor there, because as we speak, in Awutu Senya West, NDC officials had to accost and arrest some of them and hand them over to the police. Most of them are not NDC people. These are hooligans, criminals that the MPP are putting together to perpetuate this crime and use that as the basis to equalize what they did in 2016. Certainly the NDC is not like the MPP. We cannot be like them. We are in no way like them. And so what they did in 2016, they are expecting that we will do same. But we are not doing same. If you see anybody visiting any institution who is not supposed to be there, the police must deal with them. What is the police doing? What is the government doing? What is the president doing?
You've enumerated the issues from your point of view, but is it not worrying for a member of your party to refer to the majority leader as that?
He's not majority leader.
I mean,
correct yourself. Correct yourself. For joining this, you know that. For joining this, you know that.
That Afenyo Markin
Join news. Join news.
is it not worrying?
Join news.
And secondly, what exactly did he say to disrespect the former president?
First of all, Afenyo Markin is not the majority leader anymore. He used to be some majority leader sometimes. And you coming from Joy FM should know better. You know very well that he is not the majority leader. So let's consider him a former caucus leader, because his caucus is even broken now. But the key thing is about the kind of disregard that Afenyo Markin has exhibited, not only to this election, but from day one, the kind of pomposity, unnecessary, frivolous pomposity that he exhibits in his conduct. In recent times, when the debacle in Parliament happened, you saw how he conducted himself. So the disrespectful nature, the arrogant nature of Afenyo Markin is not in contest. And so you don't need to ask me questions about that. Everybody in Ghana knows Afenyo Markin and the way he conducts himself. But the point is that most of the things that he claims the NDC is doing are defective, are false, and must be treated with contempt. Most of the empty vituperations must be treated with contempt. And that is the point that we are making. That is the point that Dogbe is making. That look, as a former majority leader, you can't go around and be passing this kind of frivolous, empty comments and be attacking President Mahama, who is not a president, who cannot go and arrest anybody. Whilst your president is sitting there, the police service are under your president, he is the commander-in-chief and he's doing nothing. You can't pass on the irresponsibility of President Akufo-Addo to the president-elect John Mahama. He is not the president yet, and he has even shown leadership. Contrary to Akufo-Addo in 2016, he has come to call for calm and asked that the police should deal with any miscreant who is caught disturbing public peace. Have we ever seen Akufo-Addo or anybody in the NPP show this level of dexterity and responsibility? No, it has never been seen. And so if you have this scenario and Afenyo Markin is on the streets passing all these empty vituperations, making noise, directing people here and there, when indeed he has no authority to do so, you need to question him and put him in his right place.
Thank you.